Hey, what's up? Today is Tuesday, the 14th of January. It's been a long time, almost 2 months, but I was finally able to get my first night flight in. Praise be to God. We went out, we did 10 takeoffs and landings at Manley, and after that we went out to the training area, did some maneuvers and came back in. All in all, it was a very good flight. I'm very grateful to finally get it out of the way, and I was doubting myself a lot. At the end of the day, it had to get done. I've gone so far through my training that it was only maybe a handful of other things I could have done in the meantime, and it just didn't make sense to do anything else other than getting that night flight out of the way. I had to fight really hard. Well, not really hard, but there's a lot of doubt in my mind going into today's flight, because I always view flights as those big challenges to get done for the day, like eating a frog. If you had to eat a frog each day, when would you want to eat the frog? Either as early as possible, so you can eat the frog before the rest of the day gets affected by the fact that, oh, I have to eat the frog now. So that's where night flights come in. I have to really keep myself psyched up, or at the very least be ahead of myself, because I know that I can't just wake up and say, okay, I have a flight at 8 a.m. Let's get it out of the way and I can go about the rest of my day. I have to go about the rest of my day first and then come back and do the night flight. That, on top of the fact that I have not flown in so long, it really affected me. So to just be able to get back in the plane, start up, take off, and head over the quick hop over to Manley, it was really, really good, because I just felt at home immediately. It's just like, I believe, during the Kirkvine flight, where I had a lot of second thoughts going into the flight, but as soon as I take off, I'm like, yeah, this is where I should have been. This is where I need to be. And that's just a magical experience. I have no idea how else I can explain it other than that, because there's nothing like pursuing something you genuinely believe in, something you have genuine passion for. And I loved each and every second of that flight. I was very fatigued, not only because of the time of day, but also from the repeated takeoffs and landings. But I was still, of course, functional. I wasn't falling asleep or anything, but I definitely could feel a lot more tired at the end of the flight, naturally, of course. And I'm just so grateful that I was able to get it out of the way. Very, very grateful. If there was one major thing that I could have improved on, it would have been my altitude control. I found myself drifting above my altitude, especially during some turns today in the pattern, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. It was plus or minus 100 feet, so it would have been within standard. However, the better you fly the numbers, the better you're just better off if you fly the numbers. So that's something I can improve on. But overall, I regressed a lot less than I was expecting to. Maybe after the first landing, or leading up to the first landing, it was very iffy. I was like, do I really remember how to do this? And then after the first, second, third, fourth, I was back at home. So that's an awesome feeling to have, knowing despite so long having passed, I was still able to get in and get the job done. Praise be to God. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. I got to do a go around because there was a arriving jet airliner on the way. So I had to do a go around for him to make sure he could land. I also had to do some orbits to facilitate some more traffic, because remember, this is at Manley, not Tinson Penn, so there's international traffic coming in and everything. And that was a very fun experience to be able to look over and see the airport where all the other airliners are parked at, and then to see them come in and land as well. That was very fun as well. Now for the maneuvers, I again did a lot better than I was expecting. Could have done a little better on the steep turns, but at the end of the day, technically speaking, it was plus or minus 100 feet, so I did the job. That's the beauty of it, I guess. And other than that, there isn't really much to say, or at the very least there isn't much I feel that needs to be said about it. It was a routine flight, albeit long overdue. It was still a very routine flight. I went in, I did the job, and I came back home safely. Praise be to God. God willing, next week Tuesday will be my second and last night flight for this training curriculum, where I do a cross country to Vernon Field. So stay tuned for that. Whenever this gets uploaded, it's going to be probably long overdue. So I just want to apologize in advance for when this video comes out, for the wait that you endured for these videos to come out. Thank you again just for continuing to be with me and continuing to believe in my dream, or you find some other thing that you will see valuable in this channel, in my video. So my name has been Robert Watson. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to always be improving, and I'll see you again very soon. God bless.
Yeah. I only tell you the truth. I ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah, I gave my life to God and I'm still ballin'. Ain't nobody that can tell me I ain't all in. Late at night I hear the devil steady calling me. That's when I pray to the Father. Daddy give me strength to fight these monsters.